Hi, welcome to the How To Festival. My name's Janet and I work at the Carmel Mountain Ranch Library. Today we'll be drawing a cartoon version of Baby Yoda. So you'll just need a few supplies to do this. You'll need a piece of paper, a pencil, and an eraser. And that will be the bare minimum to do this project. If you wanted to ink and color your drawing, you'll also need a good ink pen, a dark green, light green, black, brown, and pink felt pen, colored pencil, or crayons. This will be the model that we're following today. So let's go ahead and get started with today's program. You want to start drawing with your pencil because we will be drawing some guidelines later that we'll be erasing. And also if you make any mistakes, you'll want to be able to erase those as well. The first shape that you'll want to draw near the top of your paper will be an upside down U shape, but it will have a flat section on the top. Next, add two C shapes to either side. The one on the left will be facing the correct direction, and the one on the right will be backwards. We will then connect these two C shapes with a curved line that looks a little bit like a flat U shape. Once you've drawn this shape, we'll want to divide it into 4 pieces. To do that, find the center point, which is right about here, and then draw a light horizontal guideline. Now we will be erasing this later, so make sure that you draw it real faint so that it's easy to erase. Above and below this line, we'll draw another horizontal line, so one on the top and one on the bottom. We'll next draw another guideline, this time a vertical line down the center of the shape that we've drawn. Again, make sure to keep the line very faint because we will be erasing it later. You'll next want to draw 2 almond shapes in between the 2 lower guidelines. You want to make sure that the top of the almond shape will touch this guideline here, but you will not want to touch the bottom guideline. When you draw your almond shapes, try your best to have them be roughly the same size and shape. Near the bottom of the 2 almond shapes and in between them, we'll draw Baby Yoda's nose. To draw his nose, draw a small V shape that is in between the vertical guideline. On either side of this V shape, draw a very small oval on both the left and the right-hand side. On either side of the ovals, draw a shape that looks like parentheses or a backward C on the right and a C facing the correct direction on the left. Underneath the nose and underneath this guideline here, for Baby Yoda's mouth, we will draw an upside down U shape. And then beneath this, we'll draw a right side up U shape that's connected to it. On either side of the shape that we've drawn, draw a curved line. At the end of each curved line, draw a C shape, a backward C shape on the right, and a C that's facing the correct direction on the left. For Baby Yoda's ears, we will draw 2 slightly curved lines that are adjacent to this top horizontal guideline. Attached to each curved line, draw a small C shape. The one on the right will be backwards. The one on the left will be facing the correct direction. And then attached to the C shape, you'll draw a shape that sort of looks like an S shape. It will start out curved, and then it will curve the opposite direction and then end at the bottom of Baby Yoda's head. To suggest the inside of Baby Yoda's ears, you will draw from the bottom of the C shape a curved line that looks similar to the curved line above it. But then when you get to about the 3/4 mark of drawing this line, you'll draw a curved or diagonal line that ends slightly before this guideline here. So you'll do this for both the right and the left-hand side of your character. We'll next want to draw Baby Yoda's body, and to do that we'll need to draw a guideline. Again, we'll be erasing part of this. At the bottom of Baby Yoda's head, draw a rectangle. Keep the lines very light because we'll be erasing part of these lines. Try to make the rectangle be 1.5 times as long as the vertical guideline for Baby Yoda's head. Immediately beneath Baby Yoda's head and at the top of the rectangle, we will draw a rounded rectangle for part of Baby Yoda's clothing. On either side of the rectangle and underneath the rounded rectangle, draw 2 L shapes. The one on the left will be facing the correct direction, and the one on the right will be facing backwards. Try your best to have the shapes be roughly the same size and the same shape. At the bottom of the rectangle, draw 2 large U shapes. One on the left and one on the right. Try your best to have these shapes be the same size and same shape. At the top of each U shape, draw a curved W shape. At the bottom of each L shape, draw 2 interconnected U's. The one farthest away from the body will be larger, and the one closest to the body will be smaller. If you didn't want to ink over the top of your pencil lines, what you'll need to do next is carefully erase the guidelines on your drawing. You'll need to erase the horizontal guidelines, the vertical guidelines, the section of the rectangle that overlaps Baby Yoda's clothes and his feet, and also this section of his face that's being covered by the clothing. If you wanted to ink your drawing instead, it makes more sense to ink it first and then erase the guidelines later. So go ahead and follow along and I'll show you what to ink. Once you're done inking your drawing, you'll want to leave enough time for your ink to dry. If you erase it too quickly, your ink will smudge. Once you've erased your pencil guidelines, you need to determine how you'd like to color your character. You don't need to follow the model. You can use different colors if you like. If you'd like to follow the model, use light green for the body, dark green for the shading, brown or beige for the clothing, black for the eyes and the mouth, and pink or orange for the inside of the ears. Congratulations, you've just finished drawing Baby Yoda. I hope you had fun today, and I hope you check out more of the amazing videos in this year's How To Festival. Take care.